Hi, in the previous video, we learned Sicilian accelerated drag. In this video, I'm going to show you one of my game played in the Sicilian accelerated dragon. I played this game in a recent offline chess tournament. So this game will be very useful for you to understand how to play against the Maroxy-bind setup. So e4, c5, obviously I played with black pieces, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, g6, accelerated dragon, and c4, Maroxy-bind setup. Knight f6, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop e3, castle, bishop e2, d6, castle. All the moves are main moves. Bishop d7, queen d2. So, like I mentioned in our accelerated dragon masterclass, in this position, black lacks space. We don't have enough space to improve our pieces. So, we are trading one of our minor piece to gain some space for remaining pieces. So after bishop takes d4, we can just play bishop c6, improving our bishop and also threatening to win the pawn on e4. So f3. Here first, black has to play a5 to prevent b4. In b3, now we can play knight d7. We are threatening to trade dot square bishops. Generally, we won't trade dragon bishop, but in this position, dot square bishop is more important for white because white has a lot of dot square weakness. Most of his pawns are in light squares. So definitely trading this bishop is not a good idea for white. So bishop e3 is the best move. And we are playing knight c5, improving our knight, rook a c1. So like I mentioned in our masterclass, bishop e5, very interesting move. That's what I played in this game. Also, it's an aggressive idea. Obviously, f4 is not possible because of bishop takes c3 and knight takes e4. So, rook f d1. Again, interesting move. e6. We are opening up this diagonal for our queen. And like I mentioned before, queen h4 will not work in all the positions. So here, my opponent played knight b5, which is actually a mistake. This is a greedy move. White is planning to win this pawn, but this is a mistake in this position. Now, can you find the best continuation for black? Yeah. Now we can play queen h4. What's the difference? I said queen h4 will not work in all the positions, right? Okay, I tell you the difference. So now knight is not on c3. Actually, the knight on c3 indirectly defending white's king side. Let me show you how. Because now g3 is not possible for white. Because if white plays g3, we can just sacrifice our bishop. After h takes g3, queen takes g3 check. Wherever the king goes, h1 or f1, for both moves, we can sacrifice our knight on e4. But if this knight is on c3, we cannot do that. So that's the drawback of knight b5. That's why queen h4 works in this position. So if the king goes to h1, knight e4, and pawn e4, bishop e4, it's already game over. If the king goes to f1, we can play knight takes e4, pawn takes e4, and f5. With the idea of f takes e4 and we are involving our rook into the but in this position my opponent played h3. Now queen g3 threatening queen h2. So here once again white played knight takes d6, which is also a greedy move. Okay, now can you find the best move for black? Yeah, in this position our knight is hanging. So what I played is played the simple move b6, and now the threat is to play rook a d8 and winning this knight. So white has to move this knight. Obviously, trading this knight is not a good idea for white. Then our dot square bishop will dominate the position. So white just played knight b5, saving the knight. Now once again, can you find the winning continuation for black? Yeah, here I played knight takes e4. It's a nice sacrifice. I think you can also play queen h to check and knight takes e4, but direct knight takes e4 is a forcing way. So after f takes e4, once again You can play queen h2, but first I played f5. So with f5, we are involving our rook into the attack. And white played bishop f2, queen h2 check, only mooking f1. And after queen h1 check, my opponent resigned because after bishop g1, pawn takes e4, discover check, only moves bishop f3, and it's completely winning for black. So my opponent resigned after queen h1 check. So I hope you understand how to play against Maroxy setup in the Accelerated Dragon. So try Accelerated Dragon and let me know if you have any doubts in comments. If you didn't watch Accelerated Dragon Masterclass, you can watch it here. Do subscribe for more chess improvement content. See you in the next video. Bye.